So we've been talking a lot about the restaurant industry, Arcana's evolution, some of it's what it's been going through during COVID and adapting. But we wanted to ask you about your founding vision from when you started Arcana back in the beginning, 4 years ago. What was your big vision for creating the restaurant?
Sure. There's a couple things that were pretty central inspirations. The first, with the Arcana concept, was the idea of engaging in the national dialogue about the identity of American cuisine. There's a part of me that feels like if we could create some more of those cultural underpinnings, shared cultural underpinnings, like cuisine, like so many places, so many countries in the world have, it would bring us all a little bit closer together. That's a very lofty idea, but it was very exciting to try to engage with that dialogue.
How does that manifest concretely in what you've
Sure.
been building here?
So for us, that was about really leaning into the region. Yes, that means local farms. So we sourced a lot from local farms, but it also meant, what is Coloradan cuisine? And if you go back 100 years, the defining aspect of Coloradan cuisine is going to be preservation. People needed to overwinter things. People needed to cure things that they didn't go bad, so they had food to eat over the winter. So we did a large amount of canning and preserving at the restaurant. Did probably about 1,000 jars of pickles and canned vegetables every year made here at the restaurant. We did all sorts of different preparations with cured meats and smoked meat and stuff like that. So that was a way of being in our place here in Colorado. And then the other central part was the idea of bringing in West African flavors and ingredients, because the cuisine and ingredients of West Africa brought over on the slave ships with the slaves is really what created what we now think of as Southern food, which is the cuisine of the Southeast, which is really where America began to turn into something bigger. So we wanted to nod to West African food and its influences on sort of the most fundamental American cuisine.